What's going on, everybody? Good evening. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little stream for you lads and lasses. We're back here this evening to discuss the latest transfer news at Manchester United, or lack of, the last few weeks. Indeed. Yes. We're going to get into it, though, into the latest goings on, the latest updates, etc. in this next sort of 45 minutes, hour, whatever. Do us a favour at the start of this show, everyone. Smash that like button on it. Give us a big thumbs up. I'm absolutely stuffed. I've just eaten a massive dinner, but we're going to soldier on here and try and talk without spluttering all over the place. So sorry if there's a bit of gas during this one, but I've just eaten a very large dinner. What's happening there? Paul, Patrick, William, Stephen, Jamie, PJ, Mustplay, and everybody who's in the chat. Big up you legends. How you all doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. Do us a favour at the start of this one, as I say, smash the like, share it around if you want. Get yourself subscribed if you're new and have your say. Get in the live chat with your thoughts on anything we're discussing, as we do dip in and out the chat as we go along there. Yeah. Tommy Boyle, what's going on, you legend as well? Welcome in. Connor Walsh, Patrick Power, and everybody else who's in here. Thank you very much for joining us. So, the latest goes on. We obviously discussed it last night on last night's Man United news show in the evening. We're going to be on here most nights around about this sort of a time, so if you're around, get involved. We covered it last night, obviously, the news that Manchester United had perhaps turned their attentions elsewhere due to the fact that PSG were just asking for way too much money for Manuel Ugarte. Reports that they wanted somewhere over £50 million, which is just redonkulous. Obviously, they did pay a lot of money for the guy, but he didn't feature a heck of a lot last year for them. And obviously, time's gone on a little bit, so they can't expect to get all of that money back. But that's what they want. They want to get all of the money back that they paid for Manuel Ugarte and essentially finance that whole João Neves deal. Well, we're not doing that, guys. We can't be spending that amount of money, and I'm glad that we haven't done that yet. Hopefully the negotiations could still be ongoing there, but I think it's only right that we turn our attentions elsewhere, because there's no value in that Manuel Ugarte deal, if you ask me. By the way, big up, we got a super chat here, hang on a second, from Paul S. Paul S, thank you very much. Paul S says, I'm on the ledge, Mr. P. Talk me down. What's that in regards to Manchester United's summer transfer window? I hope that's what it's in regards to, lad. Bloody hell. Get back inside the window, sir. Do you know what I mean? There's still a lot to live for here in terms of this summer transfer window, my son. We're going to do plenty of business. There's going to be a couple more twists and turns. We're even going to get rid of that slabby Maguire melt, lad. Yeah. There's still plenty to live for there, Mr. Paul S. So just chill. Get in there, Football Brownie. How you doing? G-Wolf as well. G-Wolf, lad. Shocking. Don't jump. Anyway, so, obviously it is a bit depressing at the minute. I get it. We are obviously struggling to get that sort of third signing over the line, that midfield signing that we desperately need. And obviously another centre-back would be nice as well. Still linked to the likes of De Ligt, Mazraoui, and obviously Ugarte, but now we've got a whole bunch of other links as well. So let's cover the updates here from today anyway. This is via James Ducker from The Telegraph, who just says that Manchester United have switched their focus to a number of different midfield targets, including Sander Berge, Richard Rios, and Martin Zubamendi, or could even bring back Sofian Amrabat after balking at PSG's asking price for Manuel Ugarte, which is basically exactly what we discussed last night. But it's just more of the same, really. Obviously, the amount that PSG were asking for Ugarte, just ridiculous. Man United now perhaps seeing better value in other deals elsewhere. There's obviously a lot of different midfield targets that Man United are looking at right now, because we need to get a midfielder in. Obviously, we've got an aging Casemiro, Kobbie Mainoo, who's absolutely brilliant, but he's not going to be able to play all of the games. He's a young lad. We've got to get a bit more depth and quality in there, because we don't want to be dipping in and having to play Shotbag McTominay and all these sorts of averagely good players. We need some extra quality in there. So we do have to spend this summer. There's a lot of reports suggesting that maybe United just don't have that much of a transfer kitty left this summer, which is why we might end up doing something a little bit second rate by perhaps going for somebody else who's a lot cheaper. So there are reports that we are being linked to, people like Rabiot. Rabiot's obviously on the list. Don't really want him to be on the list, but he's on the list. Sander Berge is on the list. Sander Berge reportedly on the list. Now, those are the couple of players there in this list that represent decent value for money. They're cheap. Whereas, some of the other options that we're still supposedly linked to, people like, Zubamendi, they're all very, very expensive themselves. So they're very much doubtful that that's even that high up on the potential. But certainly there are some options there, aren't there? People like Sander Berge. I actually do rate Sander Berge, guys. Would you have Sander Berge at United, yes or no? So I do rate Sander Berge, right? And he's a great passer and knows good, but isn't he just a little bit bang averagely good as well? Like, he is a good player, right? Of course he is. But is he that good? Is he a top 4 side player? I would argue that he's not. I think he is indeed like a lower side mid-table player. Yeah, sure, as a backup squad rotation player, he'd be decent. It's quite mixed in the live chat. A lot of yeses, quite a few nos. Yeah, people a little bit split on Sander Berge. I like him. I rate him. He's got that homegrown status, 26 years of age. He's got some plus points to him, but the thing is, he's just a little bit bang average. He's just a little bit bang average. I think Man United need to be looking for a better caliber player. Not that he's not a good player. He is a good player. But it's the same thing with me and Adrian Rabiot as well. So Adrian Rabiot is a good player. But is he a top tier player? Is he a player that's really going to improve your starting 11 straight away? I'm not so sure. I think he's a good player to have in the squad. A good player to put in there in certain games and rotate and obviously cover injuries and all that sort of stuff. And play a bit part in the squad. But is he a player that's going to come in and really set the world alight as a starter? I don't really think so. I don't think he's going to get in ahead of the likes of Kobbie Mainoo or, even Casemiro if he's still here for this season. So obviously it's like adding squad players. We do need to add a squad player though. But who? Like, isn't Sofyan Amrabat just going to come in as a utility squad bod? Somebody could play in a whole bunch of different positions. We can get him for 20 mil. It's not a lot of money. Get it over the line, and then go and sign an actual quality midfielder as well. And sell Scott McTominay to Fulham or something. That actually makes a bit of sense then, doesn't it? We've got a super chat here. Hang on a second. From Mr. Paul S again. Big up Paul S, lad. Come on. He comments, I'll take a one-legged centre-back. Mate, why is my fucking audio out of sync again, mate? It's doing my fucking Sweden, mate. That's annoying. Anyway, don't worry, I can't fix it right now. But anyway, Paul S, I'll take a one-legged centre-back who can hop if Slabby will go. I like that, Paul. Yeah, me too. In all fairness, we've basically already got a bit of a melter at the back there, don't we? With Slabby Maguire, Victor Lindelof. Johnny Evans is getting on. He can't be expected to be doing too much of a role in the team. We have to sign a new centre back. We signed Lenny Yoro, but the guy's injured, mate. So yeah, Amrabat is better. I'd rather get Sofyan Amrabat back for 20 million. In all fairness, or even just in some sort of another capacity like we did last season, but I think he would be good. MEFC Readers, what's going on there? Come on, my son. Amrabat on loan is on. See, I like that. Why not? We did it last season. Okay, we took him on loan and there's an option to buy. We didn't activate it yet. Maybe there's still negotiations to be had there, but in reality, there's nothing to stop us from going out there and bringing in players in short-term on loan deals as well. Like we were talking about, maybe if Man United could do some sort of a loan deal with PSG for Ugarte as well. Like, it's not ideal because obviously you're trying to get permanent players, but in some ways it actually opens up more possibilities in the squad because rather than having to spend 50 million, 40 million on a player, you can just give a small fee up front, pay the wages for the remaining season, and then just have like an option to buy. So it actually gives you more chances to strengthen the squad in all different places. So if there was a loan deal to be had, I'd be up for it. I'd be up for it with Amrabat. I'd be up for it with Ugarte, There's nothing wrong with a cheeky loan move if it's the right sort of player that you need. I agree. Jensk, thanks for the 20 knock super chat here, Jensk. Come on. What if Berge did excellent in a well-playing team? Look, I think Berge is a good player. I was looking at some of the stats from Berge earlier on, and obviously a lot of his stats in terms of like pass completion and just passes made throughout the season last season, very favourable stats. He's only really behind the likes of sort of like Rodri and a couple others that, of the top sort of passes in the league. So you've got to say that he's a good player, but again, don't think he's a top 4 player. That's what I'm saying. I think he is a good player, but it's like he's just another squad player in my opinion. He's good. He's good, and he would be a decent addition to the squad. But it just doesn't really whet my appetite like some of these other potential signings could do. I really like Zubamendi, for instance. That's not going to happen because, all accounts he's not really that interested, and also 60 million is a heck of a lot of money. We're already not really prepared to pay that for Ugarte to strengthen that position, it seems. But we've got to do something. That's all I know. We're going to get into some of the other midfield targets that we're currently looking at right now as well in a moment. After we've just said thank you to G-Wolf for being a member for 53 months, you legend. Well, there you go. G-Wolf says Sander Berge is a B-Tech McShitty, bro. Lol. Bacon Brigade for life. Mate, thank you very much for being a 53-month hero of the channel, Mr. Wolfster. Ow! That's harsh, lad. B-Tech McShitty. Do so I don't think so, mate. I think his passing's way better, isn't he? The thing is with McShotomy and McColostomy Bag McTominay is he's actually pretty good at getting forward, getting chances. He's a big, cumbersome physical melt, but his passing lets him down. He's not a very good passer when it comes to, the grand scheme of things. Yeah, 53 months G-Wolf's been a member. That is super legit, lad. Thanks for being a member, lad. By the way, we've got 147 people in here. That's the same amount as a maximum in snooker. So do us a favour and pot the pink, my son. No, do us a favour and smash that like button on this video. Let's get 147 likes as well, just like that. Every little like spike helps the channel out, so do give us a little cheeky like if you haven't done. And also, give us a share around if you want. We'll shout out everyone at the top of this chat here who clicks this link and gives us a repost on x.com. It's right there. Repost the link. We'll shout you out a bit later on in the stream. Bring Paul Scholes back. Well, if only we had a friggin' time machine, Daniel Jolly. That would sort out a lot of our problems, wouldn't it? Simon wants Ericsson and Anthony sold. I'm bang up for Son and Anthony, mate. If we could actually get anything back for him, you probably only get about 12 quid back from the 85 million that we spent, though. But Ericsson, I kind of still think he's got a decent squad role to have. A backup, you need some backups. He's still a good player. We need some backups. He can still ball. So, he's not the player he was. He's getting on a bit, but he can still ball out sometimes, mate. I rate Ericsson. I like to have him around the squad. He's not going to be starting a lot of games. He's not going to be playing a lot of games. But he's still a good squad player. Hey, Tommy and Joey play football. Yes, so Sander Berge is too bad for us. He's a good player, but he's not top team. Not a top sort of team player, if you ask me. Hello there, Katu. What's going on? Thank you for leaving the like there, Katu. Yeah, well, I mean, this must be quite frustrating for a lot of these teams. This is why there's multiple reasons why other teams don't really go in for our players too often. Not only is it difficult to obviously negotiate with us and deal with us, but then the players are also difficult to negotiate with because they're sucking on that United teat. They're riding the gravy train, and so they don't really want to leave because they're on to a winner at Manchester United. There really. Thank you, Daniel Jolly. Yep, stream's way back underway, mate. Absolutely, Daniel Jolly, mate. Yep, subscribe for more if you're new, guys. We're on here most nights, and also daytime updates whenever there is actually some big breaking news. We don't just pump out shite clickbait guff for the sake of it, but we do get on here and discuss the latest updates, and we try and do that, every day as well. So yeah. Oh, this is a good call, but he's more like Fred all over the place. Right, okay, yeah. So let's have a look at some of our different links here then, guys. Let's have a cheeky little look at some of the options. So obviously, let's say that Ugarte is dead. In my opinion, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is dead. Like I say, I do believe that there's a good chance that could just be PR spin from Manchester United to try and get Ugarte for a lesser price or maybe work on some sort of other type of deal with them. But there are a lot of different players linked to us at this minute. Let's have a little look, see what's going on. So that's not what I wanted to say. But let's pop this up on the screen anyway as it's popped up. This is not what I was going to bring up. But anyway, been told that Manuel Ugarte still would like to join Manchester United as he's keen on their project. But there's still no agreement in sight between PSG and Man United. This is via Florian Plettenberg. In terms of the transfer fee, there's still a huge gap, but the club remains in contact. Atletico have also injured, whatever. So apparently they've inquired about him, but they've just signed a couple of players. Big signings for Atletico Madrid today also. Big signings. So, obviously Ugarte is still one of the targets. Let's not pretend that deal is dead. He is reportedly interested in Manchester United, but the amount of money involved, just too much. But this PR spin from Man United could well twist the arm of PSG and be an important part of negotiations to try and lessen that transfer amount in the long run. Okay, so yes, we do have a bunch of midfield targets. This is what I want to look at here. There's a couple of other different ones as well. That we're currently having a reportedly looking at. But Sander Berge, we've got Richard Rios, Martin Zubamendi, Sofian Amrabat, and there's a couple of other different candidates as well. So, this is via James Ducker of The Telegraph anyway, so take it with a pinch of salt. But as I say, I think some of these are a lot more realistic than others. Sander Berge is very much a very realistic signing because you could get him for not very much money. Reports are somewhere in the region of 20 million. And then also he's be going to a massive club like Manchester United, step him up from, a tiny club, Championship photograph, and playing for Manchester United. He would be absolutely licking his chops at the prospects of playing for Manchester United. So there's no issue there, surely. If we wanted him, we could buy him. He's not going to be huge amounts of money. I'm sure he'd want to come. So that's quite realistic. Zubamendi, on the other hand, very much doubt that that's on the cards. He's going to cost too much money for a start. We don't want to pay 60 million for a midfielder right now, it seems. Sofian Amrabat, yes, I do think that that's quite possible, isn't it? Sofian Amrabat is still a possibility. He may not be the starter coming into our team, but he could quite reasonably be signed, as a cheap signing to help the squad out in various different positions. And also, you could also see him maybe coming back in on a temporary loan deal capacity where, okay, maybe this time around we have some sort of an obligation to buy if he hits X amount of appearance or whatever the case may be. But, there could be some sort of deal done there with them. That would be interesting. Also, we've got another link as well with another Brazilian lad as well, which let me just get the information up about this for a second here, because we do have some reports that we are looking for. What's his name again, mate? Bloody hell, he's got the same name as some other scummer. but I've forgotten it now, guys. Anyway, whatever. We've got another Adrian, that's it. Yes. MFC Willis, thank you very much. The reports are we're also looking at this Brazilian midfielder, Adrian, as well. Hey, yo, Adrian, I did it! Ain't nothing gonna hit as hard as life. But anyway, so that's it. Something like that anyway. But we are reportedly looking at this other Brazilian lad as well. So we got some reports here, guys. Andre, Adrian, whatever his name is. Don't know anything about him, to be honest. Don't know a damn thing about him, He's very much somebody that I don't know a damn thing about. But hopefully, if we are linked to him, hopefully he's a good player. Actually, no, sorry, it was this one I was looking at. I've proper shat it here, guys. This is it. Wait a sec. I've proper shat it here, lads. This was the one I meant. You can see where I've got it mixed up, though, because his name's Edison, right? And it's like Edison, Adrian, Adriano, Andre, like, I don't know, fucking Fat Ronaldo. Like, it's easy to get these players mixed up. This is what I was talking about. Sorry, guys. It took me a while to find the actual thing. But it's Edison, mate. Don't really know what this is all about. I don't know anything about him. Manchester United are considering a move for Atalanta midfielder Edison as an alternative for Ugarte. This is via Ben Jacobs. I personally think, probably not very much to that story, but I thought I'd mention it just because he is obviously on the targets list apparently as well. Don't know anything about him. Edison costs 52, says Danny B. Edison's good, says PJ. Nice one. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he is a good player. We're linked with him. We're interested in him. He's got to be decent. I say he's got to be decent. Have you seen Anthony Dos Santos? But you know what I mean? Like, obviously, he's just another one of the very many midfield targets that we're currently looking at. And we've got to move on it, don't we? Like, the season's coming very soon. 10 days' time, we're playing Fulham. We haven't got our midfield sorted out. We haven't even got our defence sorted out. You can argue we've got our forward line sorted out, I suppose. But not really, because Xerxes not really up to speed, and Højlund's injured now. But we have got options there. You can play Sancho, you can play Rashford, you can obviously play Xerxes at striker. Then you've got Garnacho, Rashi, Sancho options on the left. Then on the right, you've got a lot of options. Ahmad Diallo's had a good pre-season. Anthony Dos Santos. And obviously you can play Sancho there as well. So you've got to say, like, there's obviously a healthy forward line at Manchester United. But the midfield is sus. We certainly need to get one or two more really good players in there. And also the defence is sus. We could definitely do with a left back. And we could definitely do with a centre back coming in there. Ideally, somebody like a cheeky little Matthias de Ligt would be lovely. Hey, get in there, MUFC Realist. Thank you so much, mate. Get in there, my son. See. Thank you very much for gifting out 5 members on the channel. 5 new members on the channel. Big up MUFC Realist TV. Thank you so much for the support there, lad. That's beautiful of you. You've just got a new membership there. Katu, Danny B, Matty Smith, Daniel Jolly, and BC. All courtesy of MUFC Realist TV. Thank you so much there, Mr. Mick Blue Lad. Get in there, you legend. Come on. That's very kind of you. Let's go, guys. We've got 5 new members on the channel. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, Matthew Smith says, thank you very much for the membership, mate. You absolute legend. Big up yourself there, man. Thank you so much there, Mr. MUFC Realist TV. That's very kind. Very, very kind. Oh, shit. And Jenska's getting in on it as well with another 5 gifted memberships. Come on. Jensk as well as MUFC Realist there going absolutely raw diddly or with another 5 gifted memberships there, my son. Come on. Get your hashtag 5s in for Jensk as well. Thank you so much. That's 10 new members, guys. That's lovely. Thank you, Jensk. You've just made Mamasini, Matty Doyle, who else? Good, Go Night Bot, and William Davis members there as well. So we've got 10 new members. Thanks to MUFC Realist and Jensk 1102 as well. Couple of legends right there. Growing the BB. Welcome aboard to those new Bacon Brigadiers. That is awesome. And Mike TG's just become a member as well. Look at that. Mike TG is now a member of the channel. He's taken it upon himself to become a member. Welcome in as well there. Thank you so much there, Mr. Mike TG, for coming in there and being a raw one. Really do appreciate that. I missed your first one, did I, Jens? Hang on a sec. Oh, dude, I did. I'm so sorry there, Jens, mate. I've shat it, haven't I? Tommy Boyle got that gifted membership. Welcome in, Tommy Boyle. Thank you, Jens, very much indeed there. That's absolutely lovely. Guys, if you want a chance of getting one of these cheeky channel memberships, all you got to do, make sure you're involved in the chat and also be subscribed to the channel, and you might end up with one of these memberships. Nice one, Stephanie. Only 22 likes from 100 likes. You know what to do, folks. Smash that like. Cheers for that there, Stephanie, as well. Legend. Okay, anyway, so it was Edison was the random Brazilian midfielder that I was mentioning. I don't know much about him, guys. I don't really watch too much Italian football, but that was the story that we were talking about anyway. Okay, let's get into some other stuff then. As I say, you know, Laurie Whitwell also reporting that Sander Berge is under consideration at Man United. Burnley prepared to sell him, and United officials have made contact with his camp, apparently. Again, I think there's still a lot of PR spin here to try and maybe just put pressure on PSG. Because remember, PSG surely want to get rid of Ugarte. Surely they do. You know, if you think about the money they've just spent, the fact he didn't really play that much for them last season, they've just spent money on João Neves. Like, you would expect them to want to potentially let him go. By the way, this is an interesting report from David Ornstein a few hours ago as well. Just moving off topic a little bit here. Let's go on to the next little bit of news. Denzel Dumfries does not intend to discuss new Inter Milan deal until the market closes. 28-year-old favours exit. Keen on Man United, but only possible if Wan-Bissaka rejects West Ham and Man United Inter wants swap. At present, United prefer West Ham plus Mazraoui. Interesting. Let's ask the live chat this question, guys. Who would you rather have out of Mazraoui and Dumfries? Let us know in the live chat, because those are the 2 potential right-backs that could potentially replace Wan-Bissaka if he does indeed go. For me, it's Dumfries all day. I do prefer Dumfries. I think he's much better defensively, and he's also good going forward, and he's a bit of a physical unit, and he's also a bit of a bastard. You know, and I like that. So I prefer Dumfries. I do prefer Dumfries to Mazraoui. Mazraoui, I know, is a very good creator, very good passer, very good, you know, he can obviously do a lot for you down that right-hand side, but I just think Dumfries is a bit more well-rounded, and therefore I prefer Dumfries out of the 2 of them, because he's a bit stronger. He's just a little bit, you know, Mazraoui's very much a forward-thinking sort of a wing-back, and obviously so is Denzel Dumfries, but I just think he's got a little bit more in terms of all-round game. So that's why I'm thinking Denzel Dumfries would be a good addition. Just to be clear, though, still don't want Wan-Bissaka to go anywhere. I don't. I like him. I really, really like him. I still like him to stick around at the club and be, you know, second fiddle on that right-hand side there to Diogo Dalot. That'd be nice. But we'll see if there's a deal there to be done with Wan-Bissaka. If he rejects West Ham, obviously, maybe wants to go to Inter. Perhaps there could be a swap. Very unlikely, but that could suit both parties. Suit both clubs and both players. They're both going to good clubs. The change of scenery for both of them. It's very unlikely that any sort of a swap deal could be done there, but it's possible, I suppose. I still really want us to keep hold of Wan-Bissaka. If we sold him to West Ham in the same league as us, really think that would be a mistake. But there we have it. So that's quite a big story as well from a few hours ago from David Ornstein, that, you know, he's interested in Manchester United anyway. Dumfries is another target that we could potentially go and get. Kate Cadet, you legend, says, can't understand why we are in for a right back when we already have Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. It's very strange. Well said, Kate Cadet. It's a load of shite, really. It's quite bizarre. Obviously, Ten Hag's got a certain way of thinking, a certain way of wanting to do things, and I guess Aaron Wan-Bissaka just doesn't really fit into that sort of style. Maybe it's also got something to do with the fact that he didn't play as much last season as maybe he would have liked, and this season, if there were not so many injuries, which there shouldn't be, then he'd be playing even less. So maybe it is down to the player wanting to go and everything, but I still believe that he would want to be a part of something big at Manchester United, but, maybe not, obviously. Maybe not, but certainly Wan-Bissaka is somebody who deserves a chance, because he's always been pretty consistent. But, he's not the best player in the world. We can move on from Wan-Bissaka. If he doesn't want to be here, fair enough. But we could certainly do a lot worse at right back than Wan-Bissaka. I am always up for improving all these positions, though, remember. So, Cake, if we can improve upon Bruno Fernandes, I'd be up for getting rid of Bruno and getting somebody. If there's somebody better, you've always got to be trying to strive to get better and better and better, don't you? But I also do think that in regards to Wan-Bissaka, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? MEFC Realist, thank you very much for a 20-sec super chat there, my son. 20-sec super chat there. Thank you so much. Says, I like smart fries, not dumb. Oh, right. See what you did there, yeah. Dumb fries, yeah. I don't really mind, to be honest. They all end up in the same place, don't they? And that's in my belly. You know what I mean? Actually, that sounded a bit messed up. I was talking about chips, guys. I'm talking about fucking chips. Anyway, thank you very much there for the super chat again there, Mr. MEFC Willis. That's very kind of you. Appreciate that. Legend. Big up MCFR. What's going on as well? How you doing? We are going to get into a Q&A very shortly. I just want to cover one or two more little things and then we'll get into it, guys. I'm doing a FIFA stream tonight as well on the gaming channel, so do come and join us also for that about 10:45 p.m. Let's have a look at this, guys. So Lenny Yoro, there he is. He's had his surgery. This is from United a little while ago on social media, and it's just sharing his progress after surgery. Looks positive, obviously. Lenny Yoro posted, "This is not the start that I wanted, but that's football. The operation went well. Thank you for many messages of support. Now, time for patience and rehabilitation work. See you soon. Stronger." Let's get a hashtag get well soon in there, Lenny. Hopefully this guy does come back very soon. It's going to be at least 2 months, probably 3, before we see our new signing playing for us again. It's a real shame, man. We'd literally got this guy in and he looked really good in that one sort of game that he stayed fit for in the pre-season. But just remember, it will be like having a new sign in November or whenever it is that he actually comes back. It will be... It is a great signing for us for the future. Remember, it's not just for the short term. It's obviously for the future. He's 18 years of age. So it's like people are just saying, oh, we're doomed already. But not really. We just need to sign another centre-back now. That's it, really. We need to sign another centre-back. Lenny was probably going to be playing second fiddle to De Ligt and Martinez anyway. So we just need to sign like De Ligt or somebody, of that ilk in that position to strengthen our team. Absolutely. Thank you, MCFR. Says, by the way, love the channel, Pig. Watch lots, just don't comment much. Going to be an interesting community shield on Saturday. Thank you, MCFR, lad. Yeah. Oh, you're a city scummer, aren't you? Yeah, of course. Oh, get out, lad. Oh. What does the FR stand for? Filthy rich. What does the MC stand for there? Fucking mother chuffing cheats. Do you know what I mean? MCFR. Don't know about that. Anyway. Fair enough, though. You're going down, lad. You're going down on Saturday. You never know. Look at that FA Cup final, bro. Oh, fan review. Right, okay. Oh, Chrissy J, thanks for being a 30-month member. Says, banana and curry, don't go. Wasn't a fan, Pig. Yeah, Chrissy J, fair enough. Yeah, it's not for you. That's fair enough, Chrissy J. I get that. Banana in curry doesn't go. Wasn't a fan, Pig. Well, I have tried banana in curry. I personally quite like it. Each to their own. It might not be for you. But, let's have a look at your avatar there, mate. The fuck is that on the top of your head, mate? I tell you what, your haircut ain't for me either, geez. Do you know what I mean? So, each to their own, innit? We all like what we like, bro. You don't have to slag me. I've just got to put a banana and a bit of curry, lad. All right? Well, you've got that fucking mop on your head, sir. I'm joking. Look at the state of mind. Anyway, big up. Thanks for being a member there. 30 months, you legend. Let's go, Chrissy J. Come on, Chrissy J. Let's go. Cheers for that, lad. Rio, what's going on? Welcome in as well. Mikey Hills sent in a super chat. Thanks for that, lad. Says, Piggy, serious question. Do you think the state of things in the UK right now could affect football? Maybe games get called off if things don't calm down. Mike, yeah, I suppose. If there's loads of rioting, loads of danger, loads of problems going on, loads of, crime taking place in and around stadiums due to these instances, then yeah, I guess it could happen, couldn't it? I don't think it's going to though, Mike, though, but I guess it could happen. I'm from Dorset, D. O'Neill. Dorset. Secret spunking curry can go. Guys, give it to your missus next time you cook and don't tell her until later. She'll love you for it. You fucking what, football brownie, mate? What's the matter with you? Time him out, guys, for 5 minutes, mate. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, you've got some issues there, football brownie. Trying to do a fucking United News show talking about spunking in your missus's curry and not telling her about it. You got some serious fucking issues, lad. That's all I'm saying. Goodness me, I'm glad you're in Australia now, mate. Yeah, as far away on the other side of the world as possible, mate. You're a fucking lunatic. What the hell sort of thing to come out with in a public setting is that, eh? Goodness me. Keep it to yourself, lad. Right. Anyway, right, okay, nice one. Right, fuck it. Let's get into the live chat for a Q&A, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to cover everything we've discussed in this video real quick for anybody who's just joined us. Once again, smash the likes, hit the subscribe, get involved for the Q&A here. Get in there, Bartek Stella. How you doing? Tammy Morris as well. Rajat, welcome in. GB, how you guys doing? Yes, nice one. Thank you for joining us. Teniola, all the legends. Right, okay, so very quickly, if you just missed what we were talking about, you know, reports are that we've switched attentions to different midfielders. There's a long list of different midfielders from Brazilian Edison to Richard Rios, Martin, Zubamendi, Sander Berge, Sofian Amrabat's obviously still on the list, and others too, like Fofana's another one. We're obviously looking at different options. I haven't really given you the update there yet with De Ligt, have I? But the situation there is just much really unchanged from yesterday when we were talking about it, which is that obviously we are expected to still be able to try and reach some sort of an agreement with Bayern Munich for De Ligt and potentially Mazraoui as well. So that's still being worked on. Obviously, there's nothing really too concrete there just yet, which is gash. But hopefully it can happen. I mean, United just need to pay the money on that in that regard. Also, reports are that United is definitely a preferred choice of Ugarte, and he would still be interested in joining Man United if Man United could reach some sort of an agreement with PSG, which isn't really looking too likely at the moment due to the fact that PSG are looking for way too much bloody money. But maybe there could be a loan deal with an option to buy or something, some sort of upfront fee, some sort of, I don't know, lesser amount that PSG would actually take for him after a long drawn-out negotiation. It could still happen. But just in case, we're looking at other players, Sander Berge being one of them reportedly, as I say, and other options as well. So, you know, that's it really. We're looking at different midfield targets. That's it. We're still working on Mazraoui, still working on potentially De Ligt as well. Maybe there's some interest in Denzel Dumfries, but it's probably just a speculative bit of information. You know, we're trying to get some stuff done, but it's not really the news we want to hear, is it? We want to hear of Man United signing players and getting business done early. Premier League starts in 10 days, and it's just all taking a little bit too long for us to actually get the next signing over the line. We were doing well, but now we've shat it. Now we've absolutely shat it. So let's get into the live chat, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Footboy Brownie, lad. What's that, Cake Cadet? I agree with you, MSC Willis. I think it is. I was saying that yesterday as well. I think you're absolutely right. I think it's just PR spin from Man United to put a bit of pressure on them to say, hey, look, if you're not prepared to be realistic with the amounts that you're going to want for him or to do some sort of deal, then you're just going to have a player who doesn't even really want to be there and you don't even really want him there and you're paying him shitloads of money he's not playing. So you're going to have to do a deal with us. I think it's PR spin as well. What's up there, Olagunju? Welcome in. Love from Ireland, Demooch, baby. Why are we not in for Kelvin Phillips? Oh, dear. We haven't got Gary Southgate in charge, thankfully. My league predictions are going to be 5th place for United, if that's what you mean. I still think it's going to be, obviously, City probably will win it. But beyond that, you know, Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa, United, you know, probably in that order. Yeah. Okay. Right, folks, so let's get stuck into the live chat for a cheeky little bit of a Q&A here. We're going to stick around for a little bit longer here. Then obviously we're going into a FIFA stream over on the gaming channel. It's Flying Pig Gaming. Subscribe to that if you haven't done. By the way, everybody click this link real quick. Click the repost button on x.com because I'm going to pop over there real quick now and shout out all the legends who are legendary enough to give us a repost there. Let's have a little look, see what's going on. So thank you very much here to these people who reposted us. to the legends, Aaron Homeyard. Big up yourself, lad. Raj, thank you very much, Raj. Kieran, G-Wolf United Gaming. Ow! And Richard Wisterpeck, the GOAT. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing that stream around there. It does really help us to share it around. Thank you, guys, so much. Oh, don't, Football Brownie. We don't want to think about that, Mel, to be fair. You know, like, obviously Southgate got to another final somehow. Guy's got to be the luckiest manager around, doesn't he? Because he's actually bang average shite and his teams play shite football. But he just sort of manages to get through to these latter parts of these tournaments. Fair play to him. But I wouldn't want him anywhere near Man United's dugout. He's too boring. He's too safe, too much of a yes man. He kind of fits a lot of the boxes with the Glazers, though, that they like to tick. So I don't know, but I don't like him, mate. That'd be awful. I think Ruud as well, PJ. I think if it doesn't work out with Erik ten Hag long term, Ruud van Nistelrooy's literally in the club there waiting in the wings. You could be onto something there. Yeah. Lindelof's always been far better than Maguire, Rojo, Bailey, Swansea, Jones, Evans, Campbell, all were better than Maguire. Smalling too, he's the worst I've seen. Yeah, no, I can't really deny that. I always think that Lindelof's better than Maguire in a lot of ways, and certainly, certainly Smalling was. If we end up with Southgate in the future, I'm never watching United again. I can respect that. Yeah, it is a horrible prospect, that, mate. Horrible prospect. Luke Shaw can get us centre-back at least here and then. Well, yeah, he can do, Rajat, but why would we let it go down to that, though? Why can't we just spend a bit more money and get another centre-back in? Yoro's back soon. Okay, few months. Get De Ligt in, then you've got Martinez, De Ligt, Yoro, after he's back fit, obviously. Get rid of somebody at the back there like Maguire or Lindelof. Ideally Maguire, but probably not going to happen. But then you've got Evans as a back. You've got 5-6 players there at the back there. You don't need any more than that, But we certainly do need a bit more help at the back there at the minute. 100 likes, baby, we did it. Break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 100 likes, baby. 3 people died getting to hear 100 likes on the stream, Thank you so much there, Stephanie. MFC, big up Joe, been flat out, good to catch up. Let's get together and fry some bacon soon. Oh, definitely, yes, we will do that, mate. Yeah, I've had a bit of a crazy couple of weeks, mate, to be honest with you. But I will absolutely love to catch up with you soon, mate. Absolutely. And thank you once again there for gifting us out the 5 memberships there and all the love there, dude. Get in there. Have a great night. Good night from Thailand, lad. Let's be having you. Have a great night in Thailand, dude. Enjoy the lady boys. Sorry. Anyway. Right, okay, let's get stuck into the live chat, guys. Have your say in the live chat now. Now's the time. Everybody. Sky now reporting we're in talks for Fofana. Yep, we mentioned him earlier as well. Matthew Smith. So, he's another one of these players that's on the midfield list. I'm only joking, obviously, when it's that. Fofana incoming. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look at this new latest report then. Just see, exactly what's going on here. If there has been an update here, let's just take a little look at it and see. So, you say it's from Sky, right? Let's have a little look and see if I can find this in regards to, Fofana. Obviously, we were talking about it earlier on anyway, because he has been linked to us, but I'm just wondering if there's, a new report here. Let's take a little look. Not Sky Scanner. I'm trying to get a Sky Sports here. Man United in talks with Fofana. Yeah, as Fulham ends Scott McTominay pursuit. Right, yeah, this is a report here from a little while ago. I did see this, actually. I think this is what I was referencing earlier when we said about Fofana. But Youssef Fofana has entered the final year of his contract at Monaco. Manchester United have explored the conditions of a deal for the 25-year-old. United are looking at several midfield options. Fulham are not expected to return with an improved offer for Scott McTominay. So maybe Fulham, as we mentioned earlier on as well, also just being a little bit impatient with Scott McTominay, and Manchester United obviously having to do a deal there, and perhaps we could be going in there for Fofana as well. He's been at Monaco since 2020 after signing from Strasbourg and has played 175 times, scoring 7 goals. So there you go. He's another option. Obviously still looking at Richard Rios from Palmeiras, Burnley Sander Berge, Real Sociedad's Martin Zubamendi, and Fiorentina's Sofian Amrabat, who was on loan at the club last season. We still have interest in Manuel Ugarte. PSG have to try and recoup for that spending of João Neves. So, yeah, that's the update there. Nice one. Thanks for letting us know there. Yeah. Sky Sports reporting that. Talks with Fofana. Yeah. PR spin guff. I take it with a pinch of salt. I reckon we're just trying to put the frighteners up PSG here, lads. Hello there, Chris Bummo. Not too bad, mate. Got a little bit of a snotty McTominay cold, as usual. But other than that, not too bad. Bloody allergies or whatever. Yeah, agree, must play. Just PR spin, Guff. I still think we're going for Ugarte. So let's ask the live chat then. Out of all those players we mentioned, let me get that little list up as well. And there's some other options as well, like Fofana's not on this list. Also, that Edison Brazilian lad is not on this list. You know, a couple of the other midfielders we mentioned during this stream. But out of all these players, guys, and Ugarte, obviously, out of all these players, if you can only sign one, who would you want to sign? Ugarte, Berge, Rios, Zubamendi, Amrabat, or Fofana, you know, or maybe that Edison lad. But for me, out of all of those, I do rate Zubamendi the highest, and then probably after that, I am really interested in seeing Ugarte sign for us as well, because he's a real defensive beast. And he seems like a real sort of battler, and he's the right character of what we need. But I do prefer Zubamendi out of all of those players on that list. And then, you know, below that, yeah, Sofian, Sander Berge, they'd be decent sort of players for the squad, I think. But I don't think they're really going to take us to the next level. So I would rather have somebody like Ugarte come in over those guys. But ideally, Zubamendi would be the one. Let's see what you guys are saying here anyway. Zubamendi, yep, Edison, Zubamendi's, but he's not leaving Spain. Just get Bellingham, well, if only. Berge, says Simon Warner. Yeah, MSC Realist says Fofana was always on as number 8, Ugarte and Amrabat as number 6. Do a poll. I've just done a poll there, GB lad. You'd sign Flying Pig, thank you, Gangster Times. Ugarte, Rios, Rabiot, Zubamendi. Berge is so bad, not even Everton wanted him. Well, he's not bad, but he's just not really top tier, is he? He's very much a lower team in the league sort of a player. Same thing as last year, we get a list of subpar players and have to choose from a bad bunch. Sadly, that is the case, Ryan. But that's what happens when you have a lack of Champions League football when you finished 8th in the league. If we're being honest, we're lucky we managed to clutch some bloody Europa League guff by winning the FA Cup. Otherwise, we'd be struggling to even convince some of these other players to come. Even though United's a massive team, still a lot of these players want to be playing in the big tournaments. They want to be playing for big sides and challenging for trophies. You know, we did win the FA Cup, but we don't have Champions League football right now. So, yeah, Greece must play Ugarte, get Ugarte party started, Ugarte, Zubamendi, Berge, Amrabat. Fair play to you, Lillis. Good man, Lillis United. Amrabat is somebody I would like to see come back in to replace Scott McTominay, but he's not like somebody I want to see come back in to replace the starter in the team, i.e. Casemiro or anything. You know, I'd like to see somebody else really to come in and strengthen and by replacing Cassie, if anything. Not that Cassie's not a good player, but, you know, his days are numbered in that sense, and we need to kick on as a football club. What gives us better depth and strength in depth than actually replacing Cassie right now? It would be awesome. We could get somebody in who's going to play regularly. If Cassie still wants to be here for a year, he can play a bit part role, play rotation. If not, we can sell him, get him off of our books. You know, it makes sense to try and improve your starting 11, not just your squad. Improve your starting 11, which therefore then in turn increases the quality you have in your squad. Ruby Webster says loan. Yeah, we need 3 mids in McTominay, Casemiro, Ericsson out. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, I'm not too bothered about Ericsson going, to be fair, but I feel you. Rajat says Nico Paz. It's down to Onana why we finish 8th, because just about every team scored against us and we couldn't finish teams off. Okay, Simon. So listen, I'm gonna be a little bit supportive of Andre Onana here, which is not something that I usually am, because I think he's bang averagely shite. But it's not just down to Andre, is it? Look, the team, as a team, we conceded the second most chances on our goal in the whole league. The second most. So that's not down to Andre Onana. The team was getting overrun. The team was conceding shit loads of chances. Andre Onana was up against it for that sense as well, because we're conceding the second most amount of chances in the league. That's always going to be difficult. He didn't do great, but I think that the problem really is the midfield and the defence more so at United. You know, if we actually had a great team, a really great defensive team, a really great midfield who could control games, the Onana issue, which I think it is an issue, but the Onana issue would not actually be as prevalent. It's prevalent because he's called upon all the time, because we're getting hammered all the time. We're conceding loads of chances. He's a good goalkeeper, Onana. He's not a great goalkeeper. He's not good enough for United, I don't think, but he's a good goalkeeper. He's decent. You know, so it's a combination of things. He is not quite good enough for us, but also the defence in front of him and also the midfield in front of him, absolutely shite last year. The Cake Cadet says Onana's the worst goalkeeper we've ever had in our lifetime. Do you know what, though, Cake Cadet? You're talking fucking shite, though, aren't you, Cake Cadet, though? You know? I know you're just trying to say that for effect, but if you're being honest with yourself, you know that's not true. You know that's not true, mate. There's been shitter goalkeepers at Manchester United in your lifetime. You know it. You know that. Ever heard of the name Massimo Taibbi, lad? You know what I mean? Ever heard of Massimo Taibbi, bro? Remember Roy Carroll? He was a bit shit, weren't he? Remember Roy Carroll, lad? What about Mark Bosnich, the cokehead? He was actually decent, but he was fucking changed up half the time, lad. You know? No, I think you've been a little bit harsh there, mate. I think Onana's a good mid-table, mid-table sort of a goalie, but that's not what we need. We need a top-tier goalie. We need something like a Schmeichel type. Onana's better than Butland. Yeah. Over, under on Onana. Pig Rant says season 100. Thank you, Must Play. Yeah, your grand Nana is better than Onana. Maguire worse, or Onana, Aguirre. Worst goalkeeper I've seen in my life. Okay, fair enough then, Linus. Bosnich, way better. Bosnich was decent, to be fair. Bosnich was actually decent. Bartes was very suspect, Tommy Boyle, wasn't he, in terms of like his eccentricity, his mistakes, especially when he was at United. Great goalkeeper elsewhere, but at United he was suspect. Onana is a liability. Onana actually gives me very much Fabian Barthez vibes. Fabian Barthez, no doubt a very good goalkeeper, but too eccentric, made too many mistakes. I get the same sort of a vibe from Andre Onana as I did with Fabian Barthez. It's almost very similar. Never seen Pig be this nice to Onana. I know what I'm just saying. Like, he said he's the worst he's ever seen. He's not the worst he's ever seen. I'm just saying, I honestly, I know he's not good enough to the standard that we require, but he's not the worst goalkeeper he's ever seen at United in his lifetime. You're not talking shite because he cost 50 million quid. He's bad. Loads of mistakes. All the other failed keepers were not given the same time and patience as Onana has enjoyed. I can't really dispute that, actually. You know, we often try to find the right goalkeeper. If they didn't perform in a sort of quick time, then we would try and, replace them. That's why we went through that spell after Schmeichel before we got Edwin, where we've gone through loads of different goalkeepers, yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry there, exclusive lad. I've missed your membership comment. Get in there, my lad. Up the pig. Much love, dude. 45 months a double hero. Everyone, get some big love in there for exclusive, guys. 45 months he's been a hero of the channel. The channels, I should say. Thank you, Mr. Exclusive, you legend. Arsenal scummer extraordinaire, but we won't hold that against you, lad. Thank you very much. Tammy Morris, you've said hi about 16 times in the live chat. I keep saying hi back to you, but, hi again. Roy Carroll was bang averagely gash, lad. Why not just sign David De Gea? Well, there's three words why we won't sign David De Gea. That is Eric Ten Hag. He's not going to be getting Andre Onana out of the side, is he? Because he signed him. Do you think Amrabat is better than Sancho and Anthony? Yes, I do. I actually do, mate. Yeah, certainly. I mean, certainly in terms of how effective he can be for us. He needs a good chance. I think he could really be great for us, yeah. He just seems to have it. He seems to have it. He's playing with the freedom that the other two aren't. Carroll was better than Onana. I don't know about that cake. Come on, you're saying Roy Carroll's better than Onana. I'm not sure about that, mate. Did Roy Carroll ever get nominated for any Pushkas Awards and shit like that, mate? Not Pushkas Awards, sorry, Yashin Awards. Did Carroll ever get awarded for any Yashin Awards, mate? Nominated? No, he didn't. Did he ever play in any Champions League finals? At least he did that for Inter. I'm not saying for Man United he's a good keeper, but in the past he has been a good keeper. Zayn Miyasi with a 199 super chat. Thank you for that. Why Ten Hag get rid of De Gea? Sense it may not. Get in there, my son. Yes, use the force. The force is strong in that one. Fair enough, Zayn. Yeah, I actually, for once, agree with what you're saying. Don't understand why it made sense to get rid of David De Gea. It's the stupidest thing ever. It's even worse than wanting to get rid of Aaron Wan-Bissaka and signing a new right back. It makes very little sense to me. There's bigger problems in the team than that. You don't need to sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka and get a new right back at this moment in time. Yeah, in the future maybe, but right now, not the most pressing of issues. Same goes for David De Gea at the time. It would have been a cheaper, better option for United just to sign him up to another couple of year deal and have a good, solid, tested goalkeeper there playing for us who knows the club, loves the club, and we love him, and he's won the most bloody Player of the Year awards in the history of the football club, etc. Obviously a seasoned player. He was a great player. I don't know why we just let him go. But we did. History's done, obviously. We can't really do anything about that. We could sign him back, but it's not going to happen. We're not going to pay him the money that he wants, and Ten Hag's here, and he's not going to put his hands up and say, yes, I got it so drastically wrong, letting De Gea go and bringing in Onana. I'm just going to waste 50 million quid publicly here, and, it's not going to happen. Well, that's what they say, James. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Wan-Bissaka refused a new deal. I get it. They can obviously try and cash in, and if he's not getting enough game time, which he is playing second fiddle to Dalot, then I understand it. So I understand it if that's the case. But also, we should be trying to convince him to stay because he's a good player. He wants rid of Wan-Bissaka. Mad. He's been solid for ages, yet he keeps Maguire and Lindelof. Yeah, well, it's not necessarily a case of that. It's more so the case of that, like, well, there are lots, like we just said there, that he could potentially be pressing for a move away from the football club. But it's still on the club to say, hey, look, we need you. Hey, look, Dalot is a very good player, but he's a different sort of defender to you. We need both of you. You know, we need quality and depth. That's how you get a quality top-class team. If you want to be a bigger part of a smaller club, fair enough. But in this instance, Wan-Bissaka would have to be a bit of a smaller part of a bigger club. And if he did that, he could have a great career at United. He still played nearly 30 times last season for us. It's not like he's not playing any games. So we could have convinced him to stay, is what I'm saying. United need to buy a leader on the pitch. Yep, well said, that's true. Onana is shite pig. Garro and Bartes won the title in 2023. Okay, but, as I was saying, if Onana had a proper team in front of him, gangster times, I don't think he'd be doing half as bad. That's the point. Those teams back then, in the early 2000s, when United were actually a good side, we had quality in those teams. That's why the goalkeeper wasn't, the goalkeeper is very much an important position in the team, but it doesn't matter if you've got the best goalkeeper in the world. If you've got 11 mugs out there on the pitch in front of you, you're going to concede chance after chance after chance, and the opposition is going to score. The rest of the team needs to be strong. Yeah. Oh, Matthew May's Pellistri's role is going to play for, I don't know, Udinese or something, mate, because it doesn't seem like he's got much of a role in the squad under Ten Hag. I'd give him a chance, though. Yep, good team in front of Onana. Won't stop silly mistakes. You're not wrong, but he'll be making a lot less of them, though, Ryan. Yeah, you're not wrong. He's still a mistake-laden mount. I've told you I don't think he's good enough for United. But I'm just saying, like, if we had a better team in front of him, we would obviously not have those glaring errors happen as often. Well, to be honest, PJ, I don't want to answer that question, mate. You don't know what we've been getting up to behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying, PJ? We won despite Bartes, not because of Bartes. That's what I'm saying, Timo. Same sort of vibe. That's what sort of the point I'm trying to make there, is that we could win in spite of Andre Onana, not because of him. But yeah, we could still win with him, though, if the rest of the team was brilliant. Stephanie Griffith, thanks for that. We got 31 likes away from 150 likes. That's baller, guys. Everyone smash that like button on it. Give us a big thumbs up. Hit the like spike before you go. We are doing a cheeky little FIFA stream. In fact, it was supposed to be live like right now. So I'll just get you the link, guys, in the top of the live chat there. I'll pin it at the top. We're going to be playing some FIFA. I've got a bit of a cold tonight, feeling a bit gassed, so I'm not going to be doing a super long stream over there. But I am going to be doing a cheeky little FIFA stream. So come and get involved. FC24 stream right here. I'll just pin it to the top of the live chat there. Get yourself involved. Go over and subscribe to Flying Pig Gaming channel as well if you're not subscribed. That's where we do the gaming streams. And also, you can subscribe to this channel, Flying Pig United, for more updates, more news, more breaking news in regards to Manchester United and all the latest transfer goings on with the club. Of course, we do watch-alongs for every game. We're going to be covering the Community Shield coming up with Manchester City on the weekend. And obviously, big Friday night on the 16th, opening game of the Premier League campaign against those Fulham mugs. Yes, Dave, I live in a house with a couple of absolute germ carriers, mate. I don't know, Ryan. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Then we had a Rita Ora in goal. We are getting top 4. Yeah. Pig, you think if we had Rita Ora in goal, we are getting top 4? Rita Ora. Sure, Linus. Sure. It's time for the summer colds. Exactly. Oh, goodness knows, E. Davis. Anybody who's crazy enough to have him. Season going to be over by the end of September. Wake me up when September ends. Maybe gangster times, but I'm trying to stay positive. If we have a really good start and win the first few games, you never know. Pete Morris, what's going on? Pete Morris, you legend. Good to see you also. Yeah, precisely. Exactly. That tells you everything, really. -1 goal difference tells you everything as well. Proper shite last year. Ten Hag could be sacked by Christmas. I'm actually not going to do that, Ryan, but if you want to watch the stream again, please do. But I've just got to wrap up this stream is the reason I can't. So, guys, thank you very much for watching this stream, but please watch it back there, Ryan, if you want to see the start of basically Ugarte's deal is not quite dead yet, but the reports are that it is. But obviously I think that there's still PR spin trying to get PSG to obviously sell him for less to us, or maybe even a loan deal. And then secondly, also we're looking at other options in midfield, lots of different players: Sander Berge, Richard Rios, Martin Zubamendi, Sofian Amrabat, Fofana, Edison, Brazilian lad in Serie A, etc. Thank you, Atale. So smash the like button. Yes, lad. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Drop a little like on it. You know it makes sense. Let's get this sucker to 150 likes. Come back after this video is finished and get your thoughts and opinions in there about anything we've discussed on the video. Please do come back and have your say. say. Keep the debate going behind the scenes. And in the chat, you will see a link to the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming there, where you can go and watch the following stream with us, Flying Pig Gaming stream, FC24 vibes. We're going to be smashing up some falls on champs. Mate, thank you, Bolt 1993. Fair play to you, lad. Thank you so much there, Bolt. I appreciate that. It's a stress relieving thing, isn't it, lad? Let's be honest. I feel it feels like therapy to me sometimes. Let's go Jens, let's go Rajat, Lilith, Simon, Rajat, Freedom Journey, Tommy and Joey, Lilith, Gangster Times. Thanks to all the gifted members, thanks to all the members, thanks to all the moderators. And here it is right here, guys. Give me 5 minutes and I'll be over on that gaming channel doing the FC24 stream right here, folks. Thanks for watching. Piggy loves you, and I'll see you on the next one. Follow us on Insta, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. Subscribe to this channel, Flying Pig United. Click the bell icon for notifications. Follow us at those places and follow the gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming, at the top of the live chat. And I'll see you tomorrow, folks. Get in there, Demooch, baby, Predator, Bartek, Stephanie, and all the legends of the channel. I'll see you on the next one. And remember, Piggy loves you. And also remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.